Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is back in the cage for an MMA bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Out of the red corner, Xander Hall.
Back to the Fast and Furious fighters. Elimination's 125-pound MMA fight coming up next. Making his way to the cage right now, Mr. Xander Hall. He's a representative of the Forza fight team. See a couple of his teammates, and we watched a lot of his teammates fight for the Sparta promotion previously. Great camp those guys are running. Get him in the cage for this, his debut fight.
Fighting out of the blue corner, Brandon Daniel.
Mr. Brandon Daniel going to make his way to the cage next. He's a representative of the Renegade fight team, and he also making his debut this evening. Our tail of the tape here, Mr. Hall, 18 years old, very young, probably our youngest fighter on the card this evening versus the 21-year-old Brandon Daniel. Hall a little bit taller and longer at 5'9" versus 5'6". Of course, they both made weight. We talked about this being the debut for both. Congratulations to them on making it through their first fight camp and into the cage. MMA style is listed for Hall versus freestyle for Brandon Daniel. Renegade trainer Eddie Cisneros there, getting his fighter prep. Mr. Cisneros has entertained the crowd for Sparta on more than one occasion. Checking the fighters, making sure there's no Vaseline or any kind of substance on there that would allow them an advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an elimination MMA bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the leather neck, heating and cooling, red corner. He is a mixed martial artist standing 5'9" tall. He weighed in at 125.6 pounds. With Forza Combat Sports out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Xander Hall! Fighting out of the Estrella Jalisco blue corner. He's a freestyle fighter standing 5'6" tall. He weighed in at 125.2 pounds. With Team Renegade out of Greeley, Colorado, Brandon Dominator Daniel!
Okay, gentlemen, I gave you instructions earlier tonight. I know this is going to be a great fight. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands at all times. Questions out of the blue corner? Questions out of the red corner? Touch gloves, gentlemen. Let's fight.
Hall with the red tape. Daniel with the blue tape. 125-pound action. Here we go. Good exchange of leg kicks, and already you can just see the energy and the pace these guys are ready to put on. Fast hand shown by Hall. Good job initiating the clinch. Used his strikes in order to get in close, did Daniel. Jams Hall up against the cage. Hall keeping a nice wide base, makes it more difficult to secure a takedown for Daniel. To the uninitiated, it may look like not much is happening here, but man, this is such a tiring position to be in. Working up against the cage, clinched up. It's like a full body workout. Hall momentarily had his back off the cage, thought he was going to try to turn Daniel, but Daniel able to pressure forward and keep Hall jammed into the cage. Good effective knee strike lands for Daniel, but Hall extricates himself from the grip.
He's not ready for this elevation. Side to side, side to side.
Good high kick by Hall. Daniel had his guard in place, but still landed nicely. And nice left check hook there by Daniel. Momentarily staggered the footwork of Hall. Boy, Daniel has such fast hands. Hall looks just so comfortable in striking. Man, for a debut fighter, he's just in there looking really, really calm, really, really confident. Daniel just has so much speed. Hall's doing a good job trying to utilize his height and reach advantage, but Daniel just so fast he's able to close that gap. Couple of seconds left here in the first round. Missing with the head kick. Not a bad time to try that right at the end of the round. If it works, you're a hero. If it doesn't, so what? You just go to your corner. Both guys looking very calm on the stool. Taking instructions well, taking a little water in there. Of course, in the 125-pound division, we talk about the great conditioning, and both these guys look to be in great shape tonight. I think coming out for the second round, we can see if Hall's able to manage that distance the way that he wants. Daniel, see if he's able to close in, get those takedowns that he's been looking for.
A lot of striking here. I think we're going to see a knockout.
That would certainly get the crowd excited. What a crowd it is this evening. You can see in a lot of the shots that sweep around the cage. Brought a lot of people in here tonight. Yes, sir. Army versus Marines is back. Hall brings his high kicks up so effortlessly. Be it a round kick or a front kick, just one of those you can't really get a read on it. You just have to be certain that your guard is already in place.
Hall's hands are just so fast. His combinations are nice too.
Yeah, we had talked about in some of the earlier fights, single strikes. Hall typically putting together more than one strike. Daniel again with the hook. Has positive effect for him. Works Hall up against the cage. And you could hear that one. Boy, that cup just paid for itself. Oh, man. Daniel ushered over to a neutral corner, and Hall has up to 5 minutes to recover, and boy, he's got a pained look on his face, and he's sitting down for a minute. That's unfortunate. No malicious intent from Daniel. Certainly don't believe even for a second that there is any kind of intentional illegal strike going on there, but as the referee says, you have to be in charge of your weapons. It's up to you where it lands on the target, and if it's illegal, well, it can cost you. Doesn't look to me like the referee's going to take a point. I think it's just going to be a warning. Hall back on his feet. That's a good sign. All right, says he's ready to go.
Okay, so hey, he's ready to go. All right, timer is ready. Gentlemen ready? Let's fight!
Back to action we go. About a minute and a half left, just over that.
Nice.
Good job catching the kick and getting the trip. Looking to set up the triangle is Hall. He's got those longer limbs. Doing a nice job of using those legs in order to push Daniel away.
Daniel just needs to trust his hands and push forward.
I agree. He has such a speed advantage. Hall very fast himself. Daniel even faster.
1 minute here. Let's see if he picks it up. Nice counter kick. He's limping on it a little bit.
Yeah, good job going underneath the kicking leg and finding power into the supporting leg by Daniel.
Hall is starting to switch stances.
Some deep breaths by Daniel. I think maybe a couple of those body kicks have had some effect on him.
The back of Hall's lead leg is bruising up bad.
Yeah, he's taken some abuse there a couple of times. Oh, and a
Oh,
turning
low
back
shot.
kick. I hope we can
That
see
was
a,
in the groin.
Yeah, I hope we can see a replay of that, see if
That
that
was a
went to
groin
the
shot.
groin or not. And I'm not sure if it's the end of the round or the end of the fight. I think it's going to be the end of the round. So you saw it as a groin shot. I actually saw it as a shot solidly to the abdomen. So hopefully we can see a replay there and see
Might have been a little high.
where it landed.
It happened so quick.
Doesn't matter what we saw. The referee did not see it as a low blow.
No.
So checking out the replay here. Oh, good body shots by Hall.
Oh, that was
yeah. Yeah, liver shot. Yep, what a beautiful technique. Beautiful application, beautiful timing, great targeting. Definitely had the effect that Hall wanted from that. And I'll say to Daniel, good job surviving that. That's a brutal kick to take. I'm sure you've been on the receiving end of some liver shots. It'll wreck your day.
I've been hit by a spinning kick just like that.
Make you question your life choices. And Hall comes out looking for that exact same kick. Landed it, not as good effect. Daniel able to get the clinch and takedown. Powerful takedown. There's a little anger and aggression in that by Daniel. Sliding knee on belly by Daniel, you use that either to transition him out or just leave it there and try to wear on your opponent a little bit, but Hall doing a good job working his arms in. Can't quite see, but looks like Daniel trying to set up something with the far arm. Yep, trying to set up a key lock there. Again, knee on belly, but Hall able to scramble and guillotine opportunity.
Hall's coming in with big shots.
Daniel's body is hurt.
Hall just
to the
needs to
head,
keep
going
going.
to the head. Yes, I agree.
Keep going.
Do not stop the flurry. Almost able to get both hand or legs wrapped up. Corner Daniel calling for him to finish the takedown, and he's working for it, but Hall gets his back against the cage, and back to standing we go. And planted is Hall. Daniel with a couple of great takedowns in this round. Minute 15 left. Looking to set up the triangle is Hall. Daniel wise to it, pushes the arm through, now looking for the arm bar.
Daniel.
Hall had his toes in the cage for a second. You can't do that.
This
Got
is
him
a
out of there.
bad position for him.
Yep, that arm bar is starting to come in. Daniel keeping his arm safe, going to work with the opposite hand, landing some very effective head strikes. Hall stays committed to the technique. Hooks the leg so Daniel can't stand up, then lets it go, but lost the arm bar. Now looking to set up the triangle. Corner Daniel saying, just stand up. Has his arm out, 10 seconds left. Good positional advantage here for Daniel. See what he can do with it. Goes to work on the legs. Oh, and that was almost an illegal head kick to a downed opponent. Woo! My gracious. Got to call that some of the best action of the evening. Wow. These guys put it out there for us. Thank you, gentlemen. What an entertaining fight.
This is a great fight.
Here we're seeing some of the groundwork that was done by Daniel. Did a nice job using his position, pin his opponent down. A little bit of striking worked in there, enough to try to set up the submission. But when he unweighted to try to grab the arm, Hall very aware of that, able to pop his hips, get onto his knees, and from there he came back up as Daniel was trying to lock up the guillotine. Daniel had his opportunity there. Hall just came up nicely, fought the hands a little bit on his way up, and back to the striking we went. Super entertaining fight.
Just started teeing off right here. He's landing everything clean.
Yeah, there's that prolonged flurry by Hall where he just landed quite the unending flurry of head punches. Finally, Daniel goes for the takedown, alters the course of things a little bit. Looks like the scorecards have been totaled. Stewie making his way to the cage. Get those fighters to the center. He'll tell us the official word. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a battle of 3 rounds. Give these fighters a round of applause. Both making debuts. We go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Short scores this bout 29-28, Hall. Judge Abeda scores this bout 29-28, Daniel. Judge Van Tine scores this bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. It's Tulsa time, Xander Hall!
Congratulations, Mr. Hall, going home with the victory all the way back to Oklahoma for the Forza Fighting Academy. Nicely done in your debut, sir. My goodness, look forward to seeing both these guys some more.
Both these guys just brought the energy. This place was going crazy.